Welcome to Nectarian Pastimes of Lord Jagannath. There was once a devotee called Dasya Bori in 1500s. He was living he was living in Baligram, 2 kilometers away from Puri Jagannath. He was a very great devotee of Lord Jagannath. Whatever he has, whatever little he has, he used to offer to Lord Jagannath. He used to offer everything to Jagannath, whatever he has. But he was a weaver, so he was he was very downtrodden and very low caste community. Generally in Puri Jagannath, they will not allow low caste community and other religious people to have a darshan of Lord Jagannath. But this Dasya Bori was very curious, enthusiastic, very encouraging, and very inquisitive, and always longing to hear about Jagannath's nectarian pastimes. So in their place, in their village, people gathered together under the banyan tree and they used to discuss about the pastimes of Lord Jagannath in depth and to the greater extent. So this Dasya Bauri also used to go there and tried to listen and tried to understand, but since he was not a good what can I say, he was uneducated, so he was unable to understand the pastimes of Lord Jagannath. But he was trying his level best. He is trying very hard to trying so much that somehow that he wants to understand the Jagannath's pastimes. He was craving for that. So in subsequent days, slowly by the mercy of Lord Jagannath, because of his attitude and because of his longing towards Jagannath, hearing Jagannath pastimes, somehow or other in the heart, the Divyagnan started blossoming. So Jagannath gave him, drive off all his anarthas in his heart and make Dasya Bauri to understand about his pastimes. As we see in Gita, Krishna says, Tesham satatayuktanam bhajadam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yenamami papayantite. So Tesham, always, if one constantly do bhajana to Lord, definitely Lord, even if he is unqualified, if he is uneducated, he or she, definitely Lord will make him understand. If he does devotion service without any intermission or without any break, so he gives that bhajadam priti purvakam. If one does devotion service with love and affection, he gives that buddhi yogantam, he gives that gnana or knowledge to understand about him. Like that, Dasya Bauri also had this opportunity, had this benediction of hearing about Lord Jagannath. And as the days passed on, he was the more he was inquisitive of doing Shravanam of Lord Jagannath, he started developing a lot of taste and lot of ras, lot of mellows to have the darshan of Lord Jagannath. So once what happened, every year there will be a Jagannath Rath Yatra during the time of Ashada. So that time he started planning to go to Lord Jagannath. So his wife was also, they were barren, both were not having any issues. So the wife was also very pious, very piety, and this Dasya Bauri started heading towards Lord Jagannath Rath Yatra. So where it will happen on the trunk road near Puri Jagannath temple. So he saw Lord Jagannath, and somehow or other he wants to have darshan of Lord Jagannath. He had the darshan and he was replenishing, he was contemplating more on Lord Jagannath. So this contemplation was so deep and so heartful, and it was so life and soul for him. He just installed the full form of Jagannath in the heart and in his mind, in his all parts of the body, in his eyes, everywhere. So when after the Rath Yatra was over, he went off to home, and when the next day when his wife was serving Dasya Bori, Prasadam, so he saw that there was a red pot, and on the red pot there was a white rice. On the white rice there was black spinach curry was there. So as soon as Dasya Bori saw this, immediately he is reminded of Lord Jagannath's lotus face, because Lord's lotus face will be similar. It resembles like that only, same, because first we will have red color on this face, and then white, and then the black eyes, and then the black. So immediately he was reminded of Lord Jagannath's lotus face. As soon as he reminded that, he was just dwelling on the lotus face of Jagannath, and he was fully absorbed in that, like how water is absorbed in the sponge, like he was fully absorbed. So immediately he started, Lord Jagannath, I will not eat prasadam, because how can he eat Lord Jagannath? So it is Jagannath you are serving me, the form of Jagannath you are serving me. I will not eat. Then, so the wife thought something has happened to him, because he went to Lord Jagannath Rath Yatra. Someone has done some black magic to him. So he went and called the neighbors, and all the neighbors came and saw the scene. What is happening in his Dasya Bori's. They saw that Dasya Bori was something. It has gone something wrong to him. So then one more Pandit has come, one more devotee. He thought that he asked Dasya Bori, what has happened to you? Your wife is serving prasadam. You are telling I will not eat Jagannath. Yes, he said, this is Jagannath only. How can he eat Jagannath? Then that Pandit ji called her wife and said, do not serve in that red pot and white rice spinach. Don't give this combination. Just change the combination. Then definitely you will take. So the wife changed the colors of that, and she served in some other color pots. So then he started having prasadam. So Dasya Bori was so deeply attached to Jagannath. Wherever, even if it is not Jagannath also, if he see that form, if he sees that color, definitely, immediately he will be reminded of Lord Jagannath. Such a great devotion Dasya Bori had. So once what happened, he stitched some cloth in, he was started weaving some cloth, and the customer has given some order to him to stitch that. So he went and gave it to that fellow. He is a Brahmana, very kanjus, very miserly person. So he saw one beautiful big coconut in his house. Immediately, as soon as he saw that coconut in that Brahmana's house, he said, he was reminded that I should offer this to Jagannath. So that mood and attitude should come to the devotee. That is the pure devotion. As soon as we see some eatables, as soon as we see some beautiful things or marvelous, amazing, splendid things, immediately we should remind it that we should offer to Jagannath or Lord Krishna. That should be the mood of a devotee. That should be the intense and affection towards the Lord. So he asked that Brahmana, please, somehow or other, give me that coconut. So you have to give me some charges for this cloth. So you deduct that coconut amount and give me the balance amount, he said. Then the Brahmana was miserly person. He said, no, how much you are charging for this cloth? So that much will be the cost of that coconut. He said, okay, give it to me, whatever it is. I desperately want to offer this coconut to Jagannath. So he took the coconut and went off. And his neighborhood person was going to the Jagannath temple. He called that neighborhood and he told, please, somehow or other offer this coconut to Lord Jagannath. Anyhow, we are going to have Puri. He said, okay, right, give it to me. I'll just offer it to Jagannath. He said to that Dasya Bori told to that neighbor, you tell me by holding this coconut that Dasya Bori had sent this coconut to you. Please accept this. Then that neighborhood was laughing at him. He's playing kiddish. How we can say how Lord Jagannath will give audience to this offerings and all? He is such a childish. He thought the neighbor person thought. So okay, right, whatever you say, I'll do it. And then he took the coconut and he saw Jagannath's darshan, and he came back with his bag, and he forgot to give that coconut. And while leaving Jagannath temple, then he remembered the Dasya Bori's offering. Then again he went back to Jagannath and holded the coconut like this. Please Jagannath, please accept this. Your devotee Dasya Bori has given this. Please accept this with love and affection. Then immediately Lord Jagannath from the altar inside, he stretched the hands like this, because this particular person was standing at Garuda Stamba, near Garuda Stamba. From DT room to Garuda Stamba, Jagannath stretched two hands like this, and he took that coconut with love and affection and went it inside the deity room. This Brahmana, this neighbor person of Dasyabari got amazed. So I thought this Dasyabari was childish and kiddish, but now I understood that such a great devotee Dasyabari is. Lord Jagannath himself is coming and accepting his offer. Means such a great and exalted devotee Dasyabari. And then he went and told all these things to Dasyabari, and he appreciated and he glorified his glorious service to Jagannath. So we cannot say, we cannot just underestimate the devotees because of their pure prema and bhava deeply. So some devotees, pure devotees, they will not expose their devotion service. So they will not make a showcase of the devotion service. But the intricacy of the pure devotees one cannot understand except only by the great acharyas, and only by the Lord they can understand. So one should not underestimate any devotion service rendered by the devotees or sadhakas. So like this. And another time there was a mango season. So a lot of mangoes had come. He had some 40 mangoes. So he wants to offer these mangoes to Lord Jagannath. And once Jagannath came to his dream and asked Dasya Bori that what benediction you want. You are a very nice devotee, very great devotee. I want to give some benediction. Then the Dasya Bori said, I don't want any benediction, my lord. I want only one thing. Wherever you are, whatever you are, whenever you are, whenever I wish to have your darshan, I want to have immediately I want to have a darshan. That is the only benediction I want. I don't want any other benediction. Okay, right. He said, even if you are not allowed to Puri Jagannath temple, if you see my Sudarshan Chakra at the front side of at the top of my tower in Puri Jagannath temple, you can see my form. Whenever you see, I will give the darshan of my form in that Sudarshan Chakra. So he said, okay, right, very nice. He said, I am very happy. Then when this mango season came, he took some 40 mangoes and went to Puri Jagannath to offer it to the Lord. So when he came, that Pandas told, give all the mangoes, we will go and offer to Lord Jagannath. And this Dasya Bori said, no, I want to offer myself. How you can offer? Because Pandas are the domination there. Without Pandas' help and cooperation, we cannot do anything in Puri Jagannath. That was the system and culture they follow. They are following in Lord Jagannath temple. So see how I am offering. You just see, come and watch. Then he kept the basket and he said, oh Lord, my Lord Jagannath, please accept these mangoes. I have brought it for you. Then from Sudarshan Chakra, Jagannath came. Jagannath was fully from DD room. He came to Lord Jagannath's, to the Sudarshan Chakra. he took the form of Sudarshan Chakra and he stretched the hands like this, and one by one, the Lord Jagannath was accepting. He was when he was offering, Dasyabari was offering two mangoes. He was offering two mangoes. He was catching the mango and he was just consuming all the mangoes. When he saw the basket was empty, and the pandas got shocked like anything. Pandas were really surprising for them. Then the pandas thought this Dasyabari is not a ordinary person. He is a very great devotee of Lord Jagannath. Then they asked forgiveness from Dasyabari, and Dasyabari said, "Okay, no problem. I don't mind all those things." Then he went off. So devotion service, we cannot say that devotees may go to the such a Brahmabhuta stage, more than beyond Brahmabhuta stage. That is why in one sloka it is said, Vihayasya harer daser karmana manasa gira nikalto avastasu jivan mukta sauchate. So the great devotees, they purify themselves just by offering whatever they have from their belongings. So they will become liberated, and they will go to that stage that even Lord Himself come to their place and give benedictions, or give. Lord will be merciful to them. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Jagannath Baladev Subhadramaya ki jai. Jagannath the Leela Mahotsav ki jai. Gaura Prema.